Hello everyone, this is a video about cold plunging. I'm trying something a little bit different today. A few people just from time to time say they can't hear me very well when on my videos, so I've asked for feedback. Most people say it sounds just fine, so I'm trying the mic here, so we'll see if that might work a bit better. Another video about cold plunging. I'm developing a questionably healthy or maybe unhealthy obsession with cold plunging, and just wanted to post another video about it because I'm still very excited about it. As per usual, nothing that I'm saying should be construed as medical advice. This is for informational purposes only. If you need medical advice, please talk to your healthcare provider to get that advice. So I've been cold plunging about 4 to 5 days a week for the last probably about 2.5 months now, I guess, give or take. Time flies when you're having fun cold plunging. But I think it's been about that amount of time. And just one of the things that struck me yesterday was my children's first soccer practice of the day. I was outside in a field for about 2 hours here in beautiful Nova Scotia. We've had some really hot days already this year and some very cold days and damp days this year. And so yesterday was probably like sitting around maybe 8 or 9 degrees. There was a decent wind that was gusting from time to time, not like blowing things over, not like a Mary Poppins style wind, but definitely like a wind gust that you could feel. I don't know which direction they were coming from. I wasn't really paying attention, but they felt chilly. And so I was out there in shorts and a t-shirt. And looking around, I noticed that pretty much everybody else was, oh man, I don't know how this cord's going to go. It's very distracting. Keep running into it with my gesticulating that I can't not do. Anyways, looking around, and pretty much everybody, except for a couple of other people, were, at the very least wearing, shorts and a sweater. A lot of people were wearing, pants, sweaters. Some people were wearing coats. My wife, who's like, thermoregulates quite well. She was, wearing a long leggings and a sweater and whatnot. So anyway, and she was like feeling a little bit cold, and I was out there and I brought a sweater with me, but I didn't want to put it on. I was kind of enjoying feeling cold, and I was feeling I was aware of the cold. I could tell my skin was cold, and I thought me from 2.5, 3 months ago would have been like, oh, I'm going to put that hoodie on for sure, absolutely. But I didn't really want to put it on. The cold kind of felt good, and it just wasn't really bothering me. I knew I was cold, but I wasn't really bothered by it. I had maybe 2 times in the whole 2 hours where I was like, that wind's hitting a little hard. I think I might want to put that sweater on, but I wound up not doing that. And by the time I got back to the vehicle, I warmed up within, I don't know, a couple of minutes. I wasn't chilled for a while afterwards. I wasn't blaring the heat or anything like that. And so I was really encouraged and excited by having that experience, because what I'm understanding is I'm hearing more about and reading more about the impacts of cold plunge and other types of cold exposure. To my understanding, it helps to increase the amount of brown adipose tissue, or brown fat, as they say, in the body. And brown fat essentially acts as kind of like an internal heating system that our bodies can tap into in a way to generate heat. Of course, one of the ways we generate heat when we are cold is we shiver. Our muscles, of course, shiver, but brown fat rather is also another source of heat exposure. And so to my understanding, they've done some studies looking at folks who do cold exposure on a regular basis, and their brown fat levels increase. So I just thought it was an interesting observation. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really something that's directly impacting my life that, oh my gosh, like I'm saving time or resources or whatnot, not putting on a hoodie when I'm watching my kids play soccer. But it was just, I think, encouraging to me to see it looks like there are some physiological adaptations that are happening, outside of the time I'm in the barrel, and the sort of dopamine surge I get when I get out of the barrel. As I mentioned in some other videos, the cold plunging has really been helping with to improve my recovery from doing different sports, and then it looks like it's helping me to be able to withstand the cold more easily. I know I've thought on a number of occasions, looking outside on a really, cold, blustery day, a snowy day, whatever it is, thinking how do the animals tolerate it out there? I know they have their warm pelts and this and that, but it's still got to be mighty cold for them. And I just wonder if they're just really, really cold adapted, and they're like, yeah, it's cold, but what are you going to do? You're going to live in your nest out in your tree. You're going to live in your cave. It just is what it is. And just thinking this is something that I'm feeling more, I guess, connected, if you will, to my wild animal brethren out there. As I'm feeling more cold adapted. And I'm sure their cold adaptation puts mine far, far, far to shame. But it's still something that I think is kind of cool to observe. Seeing these changes in myself. So I'll leave it there for now. Just yet another homage to cold plunging. If you yourself listening have had any experiences with cold plunging, if you found that you tolerate cold better yourself, or if there's been any other positives that you've noticed from cold plunging or other cold exposure types, please post in the comment section below. And if you have any questions about this topic or anything else, just post in the comment section below and I will answer as soon as I can. Also, if you're listening to this and you happen to be one of those folks who has previously had a hard time hearing my videos, if you don't mind commenting and letting me know if it's easier to hear with the microphone, I'd really appreciate it, because I would like the videos to be accessible to as many people as possible. But it's really annoying having this hooked up. So maybe I'll try it for a few videos and we'll see how it goes. I guess I could always buy a different microphone or whatnot. But anyways, I'll leave it there for now.